Hi, I'm Howard Tipton, Town Manager for Longboat Key, and this is Talk of the Town. As an island, we are impacted by the things that are happening on the mainland. And one of the activities and projects that's been impacting the island for some time now is a major road project going through downtown Sarasota. Joining me today is Stephen Davis. He's a program engineer with the Florida Department of Transportation, District 1. And Stephen, welcome. We're glad you're here. And wanted to just ask you to tell us a little bit about this large project that we've all been a part of here for these last few years.
Sure, glad to be here. This project has been ongoing for about 3 years now, as the town is well aware. It's a joint project between the city of Sarasota, the town of Longboat Key, Sarasota County, and FDOT. And this was seen as a really up and foremost community project to improve community equity that would be a good fit for the context of the area, to bring a sense of community to the downtown area, and it would be a really good fit for these communities.
Okay, well, perfect. So we're seeing a lot of growth in both Manatee and Sarasota counties, and we've got a lot of people trying to move through the area. And so what was the idea behind traffic circles?
Traffic circles are a great safety feature. Specifically for one design like this, Federal Highway Administration studies show that they can reduce serious and fatal injury accidents by up to 75%. And so there's a great impact there, but also they can be a great aesthetic features for the community, displaying artwork, landscaping. They're obviously pleasing to look at versus maybe a signal. So they bring a lot to the table as far as bringing the community together.
And so from the town's perspective, does it help push more people through faster? Is it a more efficient way to move traffic?
In general, yes. You see less delay overall at roundabouts than you do traditional signals. Drivers can expect to have to pay attention, be aware of their surroundings as they should in an environment like a downtown area. It kind of commands your awareness to be attentive to vehicles and pedestrians around you. So I think it's going to bring a lot in that sense to be a gateway for the community.
All right, perfect. Well, from the town's perspective, it looks like we are in the final stretch here of getting this project done. What's your time frame for seeing completion?
So the next major work schedule items we have coming up are final asphalt is expected in mid to late April. So we'll be putting down the final course of asphalt then. Shortly thereafter, we'll have the final pavement markings. The markings we have today are not in their final configuration. We'll also be opening up some additional turn lanes and through lanes. The westbound right turn lane right now is still closed. It's under construction. That'll help to relieve a lot of the congestion we've seen in that direction. There's also some median work that still needs to be done by adding some concrete islands in the southbound and westbound directions. And then we expect the pedestrian hybrid beacons, which are the crossings with the special signals you see on all the legs. Those will be activated shortly thereafter, probably in early May. And then final acceptance of the project will be in mid to late May.
Okay. Well, that's outstanding. As you can understand, the town is very excited, both for downtown Sarasota and our travelers coming through, but also for the impacts that we see, especially for our folks who are maybe working on the island, but have to travel home over the bridge. So we're all excited about that. Now, we did talk about circles being effective, and you talked about the pedestrian component of it. So are there any tips that you have for our residents as they navigate this new traffic pattern?
Sure. So I think the first thing to be cognizant of is proper lane assignment. As you approach the roundabout, we'll have guide signage that's not posted yet, but in the final configuration will be there to help you get to your proper long-term destination. There's also been some overhead lane assignment signage put up as well to make sure you know that you're in the right lane to make the right turning movement. And as you approach, be ready to slow down. 25 miles an hour is the operating speed within the roundabout. Be aware of pedestrians. Of course, as I mentioned before, we have the pedestrian hybrid beacons. It's a unique beacon. There's more information on how that operates in the Florida Driver's Handbook, but in a general sense, it generally operates like a traditional signal. You'll get a steady yellow to let you know it's time to slow down and stop, and then a steady red, knowing that you're going to stop and the pedestrian is going to cross. The pedestrian on the crosswalk will get a don't walk and then a walk symbol like they would at a traditional signal, so they'll know when they can step out safely. And then there'll be a short time there where there's a steady red, and then the signal will go to a wig-wag red, which is kind of an indication to drivers that they can proceed with caution and the pedestrian should have cleared the crosswalk. As drivers approach the circle and they come up, it is a yield movement, so there's no requirement to stop. You can continue forward as long as there's no traffic in the circle. The most important thing for drivers to remember for vehicular traffic is that traffic within the circle has the right of way, so you must yield to them when you enter. Once you enter, you're good to go. You can follow around and exit at the proper exit where you need to get off. No need to yield to anyone on the legs once you're in the circle.
So a couple of key points there. One is you're going slow, 25 miles an hour or less. The traffic in the circle has the right of way. Pedestrians always have the right of way. And so you just want to be aware of what's going on. And I would suggest, if you're a little uncomfortable maybe with a traffic circle, come out early in the morning, maybe in the late afternoon or evening, and try it when there's less traffic. Weekends are great for that.
Right.
And it's a good way to kind of get used to it. So, well, Stephen, we appreciate all the work that you all are doing in Florida Department of Transportation, City of Sarasota. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to the completion here. And if there are any other things that we need to know, please keep us posted. But thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Well, I'm Howard Tipton, and that's the talk of the town. Be well until next time.